Hey, it's Care. Quick tip for you today on basic design. Once in a while, you get the feeling that something's just off. Your journal's not quite where you want it, or it just doesn't feel right, but you can't quite put your finger on it. One of the easiest ways to make it just feel better is to give it some cohesiveness, something that ties it all together. Now, there's something to be said for a completely eclectic, just grab and glue. Somehow those always turn out well too, but sometimes even those, when you're going through it, it just feels kind of scattershot. It just feels like it needs something, but you're not sure what. Cohesiveness will help. And one easy way to do that is to put something similar throughout. It could be as simple as grabbing a favorite washi tape. It could be as simple as adding a bit of script to each page, or to every third or fifth page. Or if it happens to be different tickets, if you put a little bit of this hither and yon throughout the book, that might be enough to just tie it all together. On a grander scale, I just cut this up. I made a collage, a masterboard, easy peasy, not a lot of thought, glue it down, homemade Mod Podge. I did this after watching a Nicole at Relax cut glue. She made one of these and into a glue book, and it's just so cute. And I'm gonna turn this into some sort of glue book, accordion style glue book. These are so fun, so I can't wait to show you how that works. Maybe I'll put this all together and show you. So I made this big masterboard. It was twice this size. I kept one because I wanted to use it as a cover. I think that would make a beautiful cover. And so let's say you do that. You use part of your masterboard as the cover, and the other half I cut up into artist trading cards. There's a pack in here that are all artist trading card size, which is ATCs. They're 2.5 by 3.5. So here's a stack. They're all the same size. They're all the same thing. So if this is my journal and I have this on the cover and pieces of this throughout, it will tie everything together. And you could put this on at the end if you want. These could be used for journal cards or tags. These smaller bits could be used as tabs, top or side. There's a longer piece. It could be a belly band. And so having these similar items throughout a project will give it that cohesiveness, that nice, tidy, it all works together, even though it might be a giant shitstorm of creativity inside. If you want to tie it together a little bit, do something similar throughout. It could just be a color. It could be the washi tape. It could be something like this that you go in. I didn't plan that when I made the masterboard. I just wanted to cut it up because I kind of feel like I got screwed out of the cutting up part of a video I watched. So I made my own and I cut it up, and now I feel better. This one I used, this is also just an accordion. This is all one big piece of mishmash of papers together that are glued or taped or somehow otherwise connected. It's just an accordion book. But I used my favorite napkin throughout. And similar colors, that always helps. This is just a card, but pieces of that napkin, pieces of the napkin, pieces of the napkin. Similar colors throughout. And I also used this same stencil in a lot of places. There's more napkin, more stencil. Even if it's a tiny bit, this all now feels like part of the whole. More of the napkin. No napkin, no stencils, but it's okay. It works. I could, if I wanted to, glue this in as a pocket. It would be a kind of a cool corner tuck or a pocket. It could be anything. I would probably use it as a flap, maybe, if I taped it in. Or I could just clip it in. And now this page is also part of the whole. Little tiny bits of napkin. And I just did a video on this little guy too, so he's right handy, but similar. These are all throughout this stamp kind of stuff that I did that ties the whole thing together. Anyway, quick dip, super easy way. Find one thing that you can pull out that you have lots of and use that throughout. Not on every page. Doesn't have to be every page. Doesn't have to be the cover. It could be the back. It could be a stamp that you use throughout. It could be some kind of specific scrap that you're using. It could be a certain kind of piece of paper. It could be anything. But putting it throughout will tie it all together for you. And that, if it's feeling off, will help you feel better about it. Watch for more design tips. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of these quick dip specifically for design for junk journals basics. So watch for those. Because we got lots going on here at the lake. Woohoo! Stay tuned. Mate at the lake. Out for now.